What's going on, everybody? My name is Hydros and welcome back to some more My Hero Ultra Impact. And today, the ultra difficulty MHA boss stage on the Girl Powers Infinite event. Man, is she difficult. So it took me a lot of tries to actually beat this, and I finally did. And I'm gonna show you guys how to beat it here in today's video with the strategy and units that I thought were the most useful for running on this event. So before we go and get started, make sure you guys go down there, click that red subscribe button, click that bell, turn on all notifications, miss out on any future videos, as well as drop a like down below onto this video if you guys do enjoy. Now, as you can see here, this is one of my runs on this event. Man, I got her super low HP, like over halfway down. She has 706,000 HP. And again, she was just wrecking all of my units left and right. Even though she's a blue type and my team was mostly green, man, she just went through and wrecked it, like right here. I did have that, then her action skills in destroy mode. It's just, yeah, I did not survive that, but I'm gonna show you guys the teams that I was kind of going over and kind of using and kind of trying out different ways to kind of get used to seeing what I could do to actually beat this stage. So as you can see, I 1-starred this event. I'm not gonna show you guys how to 3-star it, because as you build your account up and as you kind of get your units better over time, when and if this event comes back, if you guys want to try it again, definitely is going to be the time, because again, if you're starting out new, if you're free to play, it's going to take you a good minute to get to a point to where you can probably beating this event with 3 stars. But if you can get to it, or you can cheese it and get to a 1-star, that's going to be the best bet. MHA is a blue boss, level 100. Again, you're going to get 80 gems. So if you're just wanting to clear it for those gems, this is going to be how you're going to be able to do it here. So let's go ahead and select a guest. The guest that I would recommend choosing is a green unit, and one of them that I found the most useful is the green Todoroki. That's probably going to be one of the most obvious things to choose. You're going to want a green unit, but I chose green Todoroki because that burn over time is very useful, because the burn, whenever she goes into destroy mode, she's going to be activating her auto healing and HP regeneration and stuff like that. So that burn is going to kind of counteract. So if you want to cheese it to where you can kind of nullify that auto healing, that burn is going to be a very good, helpful use for you in that event, right? So again, green Todoroki for the burn as the friend unit on the plus ultra, definitely going to be the good one to run. You could go green Ochako as well. I found green Ochako does kind of help. You could use MHA. She does give you that plus ultra gauge boost as well, so you could do that. But the one that I found the most useful is going to be the green Todoroki, specifically for me, as well as for the way that I was trying to do the event to kind of help me get through this without dying as much as possible, so without losing as many units. So again, the green Todoroki is going to be the one that I specifically am going to be choosing. And here's my team. The Aizawa is a day 1 unit, and he still is super good. Mine's not awakened yet, so mine's not fully done or fully invested too much, but my Aizawa does come in handy, and Aizawa is a good, if not one of the main units you need to be running to be able to beat this event. Because MHA, if we go ahead and look at her strategy and we look at this, she's going to be increasing her skill impact, she's going to be having resistances, she's going to be having a plus ultra skill impact increase, reduced damage, regenerative HP, plus ultra move that increases her skill impact. Again, the recommended thing is HP restoration, HP regeneration, and skill impact down. So I'm kind of doing that, but the more so that I'm focusing on with Aizawa is his ceiling. But again, let's go ahead and just kind of go over the other 2 units first. So Todoroki, again, she does have a resistance to burn and stuff like that, but Todoroki is going to come in handy because you're going to want to try and get that burn off as much as possible, especially with Aizawa's ceiling. When Aizawa's ceiling and she's not going into destroy mode, she's not getting that regenerative HP. So when she's burned, she's going to be getting a lot of damage dealt to her, because she's going to be getting stuff like, like 30,000 or 35,000 like HP reduction or HP damage because of that burn. So burn is one that you're definitely going to want to use most often with him. And then you also have, like the ice helps freeze, so it kind of helps you, stall out a little bit as well. Again, the burn on his action skill is going to be the most useful one that you're going to want to go for, and his plus ultra. Now, the way that I have mine set up is that my Todoroki is going to be getting a plus ultra literally like first turn. So I'm not using his plus ultra first turn, and there's a reason why, but I'm gonna be using his action skill first, and then I'm also gonna be using that in tandem with MHA and Aizawa, because MHA on her action skill, which also is an AoE, but it also has power reduction or attack reduction. So that's gonna be useful against MHA, but you're gonna be getting that attack reduction. Then you're gonna want to go with Todoroki's burning to get that burn off, And then what we're going to want to do here is go to Aizawa real quick. And the Aizawa, this is where he's going to come in handy. His second action skill deals 325% damage. Sure, why not? But medium chance of sealing the opponent's skills for 2 turns when used in a second or later successfully executed chain. That is what you're gonna want to go for. Yes, a cooldown of 5 turns, a little bit long, but not too bad. But again, dealing that seal is what is gonna help or make or break your run. At least in terms of me, if you're especially, you know, a free-to-play light spender, this is what you're going to want to go for, and this is what you're going to want to use. Or if you don't have Aizawa, go for someone that has a lot of like critical rate reduction and power reduction, and you know, maybe a defense debuff as well. But again, you want that power reduction, skill impact reduction. Any of those characters will help. But I feel Aizawa, if you have him, he is going to be the best bet for beating this event because of his ceiling on only his action skill, but his plus ultra removes temporary buffs, all of them from a single target. And there's only one boss in this event, or one boss on this stage, so all those buffs are going to be removed. The way to use this plus ultra, you're going to want to get off this plus ultra from Aizawa when and if she goes into destroy mode. Because I believe when you get off this seal, if you get it before she goes into destroy mode, it does not allow her to go into destroy mode. So you're going to get this off. But if by happen chance she goes into destroy mode, because when she goes into that, she's going to be getting those HP buffs, those power buffs, skill impact buffs, whatever it may be, right? She's going to be getting all of that. What you're going to want to do is pop Aizawa's plus ultra, and then deal that. He also does have a chance to seal, but he's going to be canceling all of those buffs right away. That way, when she goes in destroy mode, she's going to basically be useless, and you know, she's not going to be doing as much to you. So again, pop that plus ultra right when you get into that destroy mode, if you get to that point. Again, his sealing is going to be the most useful part of this. And then obviously Nejire, she's going to be your healer, basically your survivability in this event. And also because she's going to be restoring your HP with her first auto skill. And then obviously, like I said, she's going to be decreasing the power of all the opponents by 20% for 3 turns. So again, this power reduction here is also going to be useful. So you're taking less and less damage each and every time. She's going to also be increasing the plus ultra gauge of all the UA high students. So this is not going to buff Aizawa, but she's also going to be regenerating HP of all allies by 15% for 3 turns when it does start. And then also give the ability to make last stand when HP is below 50%. So again, when running her EX auto skills, I went for HP on Nejire, obviously. For Todoroki, mainly want to focus on like those critical rates and power buffs and stuff like that. I believe that's what I have on him for his EX. Yeah, like increase all speed and skill impact. That's gonna be where you're gonna want to do as well. So character skill impact for 40% for normal attacks, then also character speed by 6%, then also got a defense buff and some plus ultra, and also some HP on him as well. And this is some basic ones. The main one that you want to focus on is the power for Todoroki, as well as the ones for Aizawa as well. So that's going to be that. The skill, the memories that I'm running are ones that help buff Nejire for basically the HP. This one's going to be buffing Todoroki as well. This is one that I found that I use more often. It's going to be buffing speed and HP with the EX auto skill, and also goes to work with class 1A students, giving that plus ultra gaze by 50% when the battle starts, and also increases character's critical rate by 20% when HP is 50% or higher. The Todoroki is going to have that extra critical rate buff from this memory specifically. Nejire, as I said, this one's going to be the HP female buffer for that. So again, she's going to be getting that max HP from that increase from that when equipped to a female character. And then Aizawa, I chose this memory just because, again, it's a UR memory. It does give you a little bit of extra buff, but when it's equipped to a hero, reduces damage to character by 25%. As you can saw, my Aizawa wasn't really built up, and he's not even awakened for his art yet. So that extra little reduced damage buff is going to help Aizawa survive a little bit longer against that Nejire. Then also from the 3rd turn, it's going to increase his power and speed, so it's going to be a little bit faster. So if you happen to go past turn 3 without dying or losing Aizawa, he's going to get that speed buff and also the power buff, but the speed buff is where it's going to matter. That way you can get off that plus ultra quicker, so that way you can actually get that cancellation of the buffs on the Nejire when she goes into destroy mode, right? So let's go ahead and check out the other the little video here. So let's go ahead and go to through the video. I kind of want to show you guys some of the runs that I had. Again, some of the first runs, I got that burn, as you can see. I got that skill impact sealing off from Aizawa on the first turn. Let's kind of go back a little bit. Kind of show you guys what I did. This one I tried using Ochako for that critical rate buff. I got the burn, as you can see. I used Nejire's power, and then I used Aizawa's skill in the 3rd slot, so that when he gets the seal, I did get the skill, thankfully. So again, that's going to be useful. Again, my Todoroki literally getting plus ultra first turn, not using it right away because I want to try to get the burn with the action skill first. Or if you don't get the burn with the action skill first turn, again, I recommend using that friend Todoroki, because that friend Todoroki can give you that burn using his plus ultra on turn 2. So that way you can maybe get the burn using that. That way you're not using Todoroki's right away. That way you can then save your Todoroki's burn chance on that plus ultra for a later turn when the burn goes away, because it only lasts for 3 turns. So that way you can then get off that burn later. Again, look at that. She has HP regeneration, and also she is skill impact increase. She is still burned, but that HP regeneration is going to get kind of canceled out from that burn damage as well. Again, I did use the ice one. The ice doesn't really matter too much. When she is frozen, you get off a little extra damage after you like kind of crack the ice on her. And look at that. She just destroyed me. I was like, you know, screw it. That run's no good whatsoever. Just kind of forfeit. It wasn't really worth it, right? So let's go ahead. And I'm going to go to the run that I specifically had the good time with and that I actually beat it with, right? So let's go from the start, because I was panicking so much. So what I did was I got her power debuff off first, got Todoroki's burn. I thankfully got the burn. Again, real quick, you're going to be resetting a lot because RNG is going to matter. RNG will either be on your side or it's going to be against you. So you may end up resetting. Thankfully, this stage does cost 0 stamina. So again, you can keep resetting over and over again without worrying about your stamina. So again, your RNG gonna be on your side or it's not. So that's what's gonna matter. So Aizawa, third in the chain, right? So Aizawa, I did not get the skill ceiling off on him, but she is going to get that burn damage off a little bit. Decided to possibly go with the healing on Nejire, so I was like, okay, let's just do these and stuff like that, see if I can get that. She is going to get that chance to get a buff removed with Aizawa's first action skill. Again, dealing a little bit of damage, not too much. I wanted to use Aizawa's plus ultra here because she's going to get a little bit of buffs there. Wanted to kind of see if I can survive a little bit. Again, I have that Todoroki still for my guest because I got the burn off first turn, so I was saving the guest Todoroki, and I used both Todoroki's plus ultra skills because I just like, you know, am I gonna get the chance to burn with one? If I don't, then I have the next Todoroki's plus ultra to then follow up with that and get that other chance to burn as well. Unfortunately, I did not get the burn on either one of these, but I do have the chance to now seal her again. So I'm going to try and use that chain one more time to seal her abilities. And I do believe I did get the seal on her, so that's really good. She's not going to be going into that destroy mode whatsoever for me. Again, I have Aizawa's plus ultra. I don't want to use it right away. I kind of wanted to save it because, again, if I have the chance to actually see her go into destroy mode, that plus ultra, boom, I'm going to pop it off right away. And I am going to pop off Todoroki's plus ultra as well as activate Nejire's healing just so Aizawa survives a little longer. Again, did not get the burn. That was very, very unfortunate. I did not get the burn on this run specifically. There we go. She goes into destroy mode and everything like that. Aizawa's going to, boom, remove all of that. And he seals her for the win as well right there. She, again, he does have a chance to seal on his plus ultra, but those buff removers, that's the biggest thing when she goes into destroy mode. But you also are going to have the chance to seal her. And I did actually get the seal, which helped me out quite a bit during the run. And so I am going to get the chance to seal her again in a chain of 2. Do I get the seal? I do believe I did get the seal off again. So I was getting super, super lucky in this run, getting that seal off again. I'm going to save that plus ultra for later. I do believe I just started the turn without it. Did I actually used his plus ultra. I did not. I don't know why I used his plus ultra. I could have saved that, but I don't know why. I think I did it just to get off the damage specifically. So I just went with Todoroki's plus ultra. Still am not getting the burn off with him, which is really unfortunate, right? But so we do have the skill chain here. I am going to get the chance to burn her now again with Todoroki's action skill, and I do believe I did not get the burn again. Look how low she is. She's going to take out Aizawa. Fine, Aizawa, you're good to go. I don't really need you too much anymore. Once she's this low, I do believe that my team should be able to handle it from there on out. Again, having now Momo here with an extra healer, gonna be useful because I can survive a little longer, even though Momo does get pretty clapped from Nejire. Todoroki getting his plus ultra again. He's gonna be getting it super quick. Momo getting that speed reduction, gonna be good power reduction from Nejire. And then obviously Momo, she gets clapped again. Bakugo's here. Todoroki, again, no burn from Todoroki. That's what I mean by RNG being on your side, man. It's either going to be with you or be against you. And it was very much against me during this fight because look how low she is. I was panicking during this fight right here. I was sitting there going, man, I cannot lose this. I got the blind off. She missed a little bit of her attacks. She's going to be missing that attack on that Nejire. So that blind chance from Bakugo did help me out a little bit. Bakugo's down, man. I don't know. 59,000 HP left. I gotta be able to do it. Nejire, heal me up real quick. Let's do that. That power buff, critical rate up. Now, still not getting the burn on her, man. I'm still not doing it. Nejire, let's use that plus ultra ability as well. Nejire still surviving ever so slightly. 29,000, 27,000, 23,000. Todoroki, get the burn, please. Nejire getting that plus ultra off. Oh, Nejire's gone. Todoroki for the win. 20,000 to finish it off. There we go. Finally won. Todoroki as the last standing unit. 1 star clear, man. It was such an intense last few seconds of that fight. But again, if you want to beat this fight, that is what I used. I used Aizawa for that skill ceiling, as well as for that buff remover when she does go into destroy mode. Todoroki for the burning, especially. Friend unit is one I chose for is using green Todoroki. Again, my main team, green Todoroki, yellow Aizawa, and green Nejire. Followed up with the blue Momo and blue Bakugo in the back. Didn't really help too much, but I think that Momo at the very last end with that HP healing a little bit did help me survive a little bit longer to help actually win this event. So I do believe Momo or green Ochako, if you do have green Ochako in the back, should help you out quite a bit as well. But that is the team, that is the strategy that I used to beat this Nejire boss event. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the strategy that I used. Again, I didn't 3-star it, but hey, I still beat the event nonetheless. Let me know if this worked out for you down in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day.